Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 6 of the Dumb Luck Sports Podcast. I am Logan, joined by my boy Jay Mikes, Mr. Ice, somewhere. I don't know where he is on Ty's screen. Mr. Ice, he's that corner.
Who's Mr.
Okay, now
Ice?
you're confused. Chris
Yeah,
Keitel
Chris
is
is right
Mr.
below
Ice.
me, so he's
Behind-
this way.
Okay, anyway, and then Mr. Tyler Carney over there. How is
Hello.
everyone feeling on this fine Tuesday? It's staying warm. I know Jack's staying warm over there
Yeah.
in the fucking East Coast, man.
I'm feeling a little
Southern.
jealous today of J Mike's down there because I keep seeing Jack is playing around on 18 birdies and getting pissed off. That meanwhile I can't park my car on the street in the street parking because there's 20 inches of snow on the goddamn ground, dude. How's that been, Jack, down there? Looks pretty.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's definitely winter down here still too. It was like 45 today, but got out and played a few rounds. I played in Orlando and at the World Golf Hall of Fame. So it's been good. I've gotten 4 rounds in 5 days. So
How you playing?
Drives are inconsistent, but the approach is there. The
Mhm.
short game's been there.
The chipping
That's
birds.
Yeah, I've been mid to high 80s, so we're gonna have to lock that in and break 80 this
Chris.
year.
Press this button, Chris, or else we're not gonna be able to hear you.
You're muted.
Press the top of your mic.
You can hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
How have you been, Mr. Ice? Chris.
Oh, wait. Oh, I wasn't sure if it was working yet.
No, if it's on, if you can't see, Chris upgraded equipment today, ladies and gentlemen. He has the same mic me and Logan have when we started. But yeah, if you hit this, but when you turn it on now, you can
Okay.
hear
I
me.
wasn't sure if it was on. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. So doing good. Yeah, lots of snow out here. Wasn't able to go out. It was on Sunday. Absolutely snowed it. So lots
Bad.
of stuff. We can't go get a McDonald's Coke or anything. Then we can't.
It's tough.
So we're all good.
Speaking of that, we were on Xbox. I think it was Saturday night. We're sitting there. Chris is like, "Yeah, it'd definitely be wrong to DoorDash, right? Like, it'd be really wrong to DoorDash." We're like, "Yeah, Chris, it would be very wrong." You're like, "Oh, but I need a McDonald's Coke. I really need a McDonald's Coke." And
didn't
we're like,
DoorDash.
"Chris, I know you did." But you're sitting there heavily debating it. We're like, "Chris, you might be responsible if he gets like injured or anything like that." And you're like, "But McDonald's Coke would be worth it."
Twitter's been great with like. I saw a tweet that was my DoorDash driver got eaten by snow trolls. With all the snow we
It's
got.
so good. I've seen rev up those engines, and it's just a picture of the geological map of the snowstorm.
Tough stuff.
They're good, man.
It was crazy. I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's nasty down here. That actually will be part of my cell later is some of this snow stuff, but it is fun though. It's whimsical outside.
Yeah, 100%. It's been fun though. I personally love the snow. Like, I don't like the cold that's come along with it. Like, if it snowed like this, it was like it for like a day. I got to work from home the other day, which was nice. And then next thing you know, like the snow's still here, and it's like it gets to a point where it's like, okay, kind of over it. So let's move on a little bit. But no, over the next like week, it's gonna be freezing cold, and we're just gonna have to deal with the snow for the next couple weeks. So
Yeah, that's what I was almost late to the podcast because I was driving home from practice and people would forget how to drive. Even the roads are pretty like some of the side streets down here in Columbus are still gross, but like most of the roads are fine. Just wouldn't like everyone's just going 10 miles an hour for no reason. They're like the road's
so
fine.
bad.
It's tough.
It's not even just the snow though. Any inclement weather, like Ohio drivers just forget how to drive. They're like, "Oh no, we have to go 20 miles
Yeah.
below the speed limit."
It's bad.
Chris is locked in playing with his mic, bro.
Trying
Chris
to
is
set
just
it
sitting
up.
over there playing with it like it's a toy.
I think I got it, so I don't have to hold it.
It's a light up toy
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You sound all right.
Well, back
You know what
into
else
the
was
reason-
snowy was that AFC Championship game. How did
That's
we
what I was
feel
gonna
about
get into.
that? Segue.
I don't know. I think like it's weird. I want to still say like it's weird calling the Patriots frauds because like they kind of have like had a pretty easy pathway, but then again like they've had one home playoff game. Is that right? I think one home playoff game, and they've just been two road playoffs games.
Yeah.
So I just think, I mean, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong. The NFC is just so much more powerful this year. So it's like whoever was going to make the Super Bowl out of the AFC, I think they were just kind of waiting to get spanked by an NFC team.
Well, there
So.
is also everyone's calling him Drake the Schedule May, which is hilarious.
Mhm.
But I think they played the 5-2-1 defenses in the NFL on their path to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
But
they
it's
did.
like it's not like he had great. I mean, he had like what? He didn't even have 100 yards passing last game. So it's like I don't understand people calling him frauds, and I think that defense like can give him a shot to win in Seattle. But I don't know. Seattle looks so dominant with just the way. Like they don't. I think Cole on Xbox said it the best was they don't have the best of anything, maybe besides JSN, but they have really solid of everything. Like they're a very balanced team, so it's hard to beat.
Yeah, and especially with that Seahawks pass rush, like
Yeah,
they're just nasty. And Clint Kubiak, I think is how you pronounce his name. He's the offensive coordinator for Seattle. My lord, that guy is just scheming JSN open constantly. He could be double covered and he'll still get butt naked open. It's crazy. But I don't know. I've seen it all over Twitter and Instagram. Quite frankly, I do very much agree that I think next year we just let the Rams and Seahawks just play 4 games, and whoever wins the best of 4 or best of 5, just let them go to the Super Bowl. Don't give the rest of the NFC a chance. Just let them play. So I thought it was cool. And Sam Darnold's career revival's been great too. I think it's been really cool to see.
yeah. I think I saw that it was hilarious. It was like if Sam Darnold stops New England from winning a Super Bowl, it's worth the third overall pick for the Jets.
Yep.
It's really funny.
Yep. Chris, did you do any NFL homework? Like I asked you to on the last episode?
Yeah, I was busy, but I made sure I could. I saw actually most of the Patriots Broncos game. I did not watch the Rams Seahawks.
That was the one to watch.
Okay.
Okay. I saw that it went back. I saw the highlights from Stephen A. Smith on Sports Center. So,
Big
If
first
there's
take guy.
one guy you want to watch highlights from, it's him.
Yeah.
so what I can say is I think the Patriots are going to lose in the Super Bowl by like 20 points. I don't think they're good. They lost to Jared Stidham or something. They beat Jared Stidham. I don't know what his name is.
You got it right. They beat him.
Okay, yeah. He's not good at football, Drake May, so he might get cut in a few years, so we'll see. And then
Bro.
no, he's not he had under
That's
100 yards.
7th Super Bowl confirmed.
Yeah,
we're about to see the Pats get 7. Well, my Seahawks, JSN's gonna he's gonna have a Rose Bowl game. He's gonna get like 215 yards.
He's gonna
3
snap his
TDs in the
ACL.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But
JSN. I made a JSN
I
2
haven't
touchdown
watched-
parlay. I'm cooked now.
well, we have seen the Seahawks in person versus the Steelers. So
We have. And that game,
It was a
honestly,
close game.
what's crazy is the momentum, we felt like we had the
They were
momentum
close.
to flip. And then next thing you know, Caleb Johnson just lets a ball that he touched sit in the end zone. And the next thing they just cooked.
I do have a big comment about the Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
we
feel
can dig
free.
into that.
So there's a huge Steelers fan on my hockey team who got into it for a while and said he hopes they lose every game next year so that they can get the first pick
I mean,
and then fire him.
I don't think he's gonna. I mean, the more like obviously the initial reaction was a gut punch because we thought we were gonna get a younger guy like Shula or Shieldhouse or both to come in and kind of like the formula the Steelers have been doing since long before any of us were born. But then, I mean, his presser today, I didn't get a chance to watch it live, but I watched some stuff back and how excited he is to be in Pittsburgh. He's a Pittsburgh guy. That's a big part of just coaching. Like, I don't know, sometimes situations just aren't right for a player or coach. Like Sam Darnold's a perfect example of a player that needed the right situation, and now he's in the Super Bowl. So maybe it can be something like that. Maybe he needed to come home. I don't know. I have some faith, and I like that he likes Will Howard, as he likes to say it. Will Howard. But I'm not as I was infuriated when it happened, but now I'm a little more relaxed and interested to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, I was very I was like you, Ty. We were all kind of on the Shula train. We were hoping at some point, everyone was thinking like, oh, someone's going to get a head coach in the NFL, and everyone's just going to be a part of the McVay tree. It seemed like everyone was kind of hoping for. But I watched like a couple of videos on it. Obviously, see, I don't know what to make of it. I'm just gonna sit and wait. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna sit here and get my hopes all excited. I'm not gonna be all down in the dumps about it. I'm just gonna sit and wait because McCarthy, he is a great QB coach. I'm not saying he's personally developed any of them. Like he had Brett Favre for a couple years. He had Aaron Rodgers for a couple years. Then he had Dak for a couple years before getting fired. Not saying he developed any of them, but he definitely improved their game a little bit. So if they really do want to move forward with Will Howard, or I've even heard things that they would love to take a shot on Drew Aller, if they do, like honestly, McCarthy would probably be the guy to be a project quarterback with him. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not going to get too excited about it. It seems like a lot of the offensive guys, specifically Pat Fryermuth, is very excited about it just because he knows he's going to get a ton more reps in that offense. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but Jake Ferguson, when he was there in Dallas, he was popping off. Or Dalton Schultz back when it was him, I believe. He was popping off in McCarthy's offense. Like McCarthy's offense is still very high powered. It's just going to be interesting to see what he's going to put together. I think one of the more interesting things that we'll see here in the coming weeks is who he puts together for his coordinators and his staff. That is the really big thing. Like McCarthy, obviously we know he's a leader. The one time he beat us in the Super Bowl, I'm not going to say it wasn't deserved, but I'm going to say Rashad. I'm not going to go there and say a bad word. Rashad Mendenhall fumbled, and it's not going to say Big Ben didn't play bad either. Big Ben played terrible, but that was like the whole momentum flip of the game, and we ended up losing that Super Bowl. That was one of the main reasons, but I'm not, like I said, overall, I'm just going to sit and wait. I'm not going to get myself down in the dumps. I know me and Chris called me, and Chris's dad loves to comment on my Steelers fandom. So when I was talking with old Big E over there, he was like, how do you feel about McCarthy? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not ecstatic. So that's what I'll keep it as. Just, I'm going to sit and wait and see what happens.
Yeah, I think that's the right call. I mean, it's gonna be a weird AFC North next year with Winter coming into the Ravens. I wonder how he does there. I do like that the Steelers are trying to be a little more offense focused. I feel like, I mean, our whole life we've been like the place to go for defense. And
constant defense.
It's like, okay, that's gotten us. We've won one Super Bowl, got us to two. Like, and we haven't won a playoff game since we were in high school. So it's like, how much do you really? I mean, you can't go back to that, it feels like. So maybe that's what Shula's idea was. I saw the thing that maybe he bombed the interview, and I wonder if he was just like, hey, we should rebuild. And Art was like, we don't rebuild, we reload. But we can also, like, it's like if Shieldhouse goes to the Browns, so could be good. But, I mean, they're not even guys aren't hanging around and taking the interview. Mike McDaniel and Minter both. I said Winter earlier. I'm now realizing I meant Jesse Minter, but they won't even like pretend to even want to go interview these guys, you know. And it's crazy to me. I mean, whoa, is this real?
Breaking news.
There was
breaking news.
I mean, there's insiders tweeting about Shieldhouse coming in to be the head coach.
For the Browns?
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago got tweeted.
By Schefter?
No, that's what I'm looking for. I'm just seeing random like guys that tweet, like kind of like Mikey V, like guys that are on that. They try to be in it, that Schefter. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't hate a Jim Schwartz hire up there either.
I wouldn't either. Honestly, I think that might be the best move for them. Just move Jim Schwartz up there. But okay, he's a great defensive coach. I know things like we were talking about, like different situations, sort of things. We've seen it all throughout the NFL, whether it's head coach or player. But like Jim Schwartz as a head coach, he might have, not been the greatest elsewhere. I think it was Detroit. I want to say. I think it was Detroit. I can't remember, but I know he was a head coach and he wasn't the greatest there. But never know. New situation. That defense has been dominant since he's been there. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, no, I mean, It's going to be interesting. One of the teams I'm interested to watch in the offseason besides the Steelers, obviously, is Jack's Panthers. Jack, what are you hoping to get out of the draft and the offseason?
Yeah, I saw we were mocked today for Jordan Tyson, which would give us just 3 dangerous receivers. I think they need to go. I think they need to either go O-line or edge rusher. They're going to have, I think, around the 18th pick, depending on how it shakes out, obviously, with the wild card loss. So I'd like to see a good edge rusher. Obviously, they got rid of Brian Burns and haven't really had anyone since. Uman Miel looked good last year. But they're gonna need another piece on the D line to pair up with Derek Brown, kind of rotate through like the good teams in the NFL do. They're gonna need some linebacker help as well. Corners, they're pretty strong. Mike Jackson had a great year. J.C. Horn. Safeties, Nick Scott can't start another game for the Panthers, so hopefully they address that in free agency. Just a brutal watch. Dumb penalties. Getting cooked on deep routes. It was tough to watch this year.
But Lathan Ransom, though.
Yeah, I do like Lathan Ransom. I don't know. I'd like to see. I think they'll probably won't take a receiver for the 3rd straight year. They'll probably go somewhere else. But it'll be an interesting draft. They've got the picks, so we'll see what they fire.
I feel like
was a Jalen Coker breakout game too in the playoffs. That was awesome.
Yeah, especially for an undrafted guy, it's good to see. And he's a great slot receiver. Gets so much separation, so he would be huge to have in that slot position with another receiver who can get open.
Yeah, I feel like defense is what cost you guys some games down the stretch that could have improved your playoff position, or just made it not come down to that, like relying on the Saints to win. I think, but I think you guys are in a good spot. Maybe one of the better situations to move into in the NFL right now. Just no one thought you were gonna be good, and you end up like making playoffs and making a real. You didn't get blown out like rolled like the 49ers and Steelers did. You actually showed up for your playoff game and made it tight with the team that was the runner up of your conference. So interesting things down in Carolina, I think, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
We're in a good spot. I feel confident. I've also heard Kenyon Sadiq from Oregon, but I don't know if they'll go tight end that high. But I guess we'll have to see. Maybe they bring in someone in free agency as well.
What about old Tommy Tremble?
Tommy Tremble, he's a good run blocker. He's just not creating much space in the passing game.
Yeah,
I feel like it would help Bryce to have someone on those on 5.
We're talking about tight ends who can run block. Chris Keitel knows tight ends. That can block. Best would have been D3 blocking tight end of all time in hypothetical situations.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Chris, what are you thinking
a little throwback
for the off season?
For football?
Yeah. Like any signings you want your team to go?
Where's Mac Jones going?
Yeah.
I think Mac Jones could go back to the Patriots. They trade Drake May, and then I don't know.
Oh, we can't take you anywhere.
Well, I don't know. Mac Jones shows more potential than Drake May. Drake May throws under 100 yards in an important playoff game. I don't know.
I can't, man.
Now you're just a Drake May hater. Didn't you say they were going to win by 20 last week?
Yeah, I think you did. I forgot to put the picks out last week, which hand up.
I got a hand up too. I didn't never send any in, but I would have gone 1 for 1, so I canceled out.
2-0. I want to say I did go to the Jackets game on Saturday when they played the Tampa Bay Lightning after they played Ty Chicago Blackhawks in Chicago, and I put it on there. I think it was about 2-2. I said adding Jackets money line to this, sprinkled it, and it cashed by a lot. It cashed by a lot.
Was that the 8-5 game?
Yeah, I mean, Tampa was probably gassed from after being on the road for that long, so we caught them at a good time. But like, they're starting to heat up again. I think they've won 4 of their last 5 still, so that makes them what? Like, I think they were 15-0-1 after playing you guys, so now they're 15 or not 15. God, 19-1-1, right? I think that's right. Maybe math. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Could be. Maybe not.
Did you say the Hawks and the Jackets played? They play next week.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I
I
misheard you
said
entirely
you
then.
guys played Tampa.
They played the
Oh
Lightning.
yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we were at the bar
yeah,
watching that game.
yeah. That was we went to shootout back-to-back nights and won one, lost one. Take that.
Mhm. Speaking
Hawks.
of Jackets, Mason Marchment signed him to hand him a blank check.
Yeah.
He has been crazy for us. I actually have the sleeper NHL tweet here. Since being traded to Columbus, he has 8 goals, 3 assists, +6 when he's on the ice, 2 power play goals, 1 game-winning goal, 1 hat trick, recorded at least a point in 7 games. That is insane. We haven't had a player like that after trading them in a very, very long time. I know people are all mad about Chinnikov being like, "Oh, the Jackets screwed up." Dude, Chinnikov's a great player. Don't get me wrong. I do think we still messed up with that. I think Dean just hated him. But Mason Marchment has been one of the greatest additions in Blue Jackets history that I can remember. He's been phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
And then the defense is starting to get healthy too. We just got to sign a bunch of our guys here at the Olympic break, and I think we'll be able to make a little playoff push. I mean, the East is still pretty tight. We've been saying it since we started this podcast. The East is still very, very tight. West is starting to become a little more like the big dogs are starting to punch at each other a little bit more and swipe up the standings a little bit. I know Jack's Avs have still been very, very lit right now, and just rolling through everyone. I think Vegas has been that too. They've kind of been throwing punches left and right, just trying to take the number 1 seed in the standings right now. But man, I don't know. Hockey's fun. Hockey is officially in
really
swing
fun.
for all of us
Yes,
as we have no skin in the game for football. So
Yeah, there's a big reason why the Avs are good this year that they revealed they haven't done this any other year. I don't know if you heard the Nathan McKinnon interview
No.
with hockey. He said they're lifting heavy before every game now. They've never done that. They lift heavy before every single game.
Like before, like they go out and do morning skate and stuff, or like between.
No, like
that?
right before the game.
Huh.
They lift
I wonder
really
if it's
heavy.
like a blood flow thing.
They're
That's
all lifting
crazy.
they're doing low rep, really high weight.
It could be a blood flow. I'm not sure. I've never heard of that. I've heard of
Yeah.
like getting like a lot of NHLers and just hockey players, and we even did it in lacrosse. We'll just take like a soccer ball and juggle it to get the feet warm and start moving around. But I've never heard
Like,
that. That's interesting.
They're like squatting and stuff and doing bench press
Yeah, that's-
before they go on the ice.
yeah, that's
It's
crazy.
intense.
Yeah.
But,
Speaking of Nathan McKinnon, I think the Norris is going to come down to the wire this year. Last year it kind of slowed down a little bit. I think it's going to be Werenski this year. I don't know how you feel.
I think it's his year to win it. He's got 19 goals already.
Yeah.
It's definitely his year to win it. I don't think Bakar is having the year he obviously still having a great year, but points wise, he's not doing as good. I don't think he'll be 100-point player. So I think it's Werenski's to win.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think he had 23 goals total last year. Yeah, I think he had 23 goals total last year. He has 19 now, like you were just saying. He's on pace to just shatter that. So I think it'll be cool to at least see that, get a Norris guy in here, and it might even attract more free agents, which would be cool. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm having fun being a Jackets fan again. I know I was kind of in the dumps a couple episodes, but it's fun when your team wins.
Yeah.
As it always is.
I have one final comment on NHL. I gotta say,
Go ahead, Mr. Ice.
I do think the Jackets. I was talking to one of my buddies Bentley about this. We think they would actually be the best team in the NHL if they didn't trade Bobrovsky and Panarin didn't leave. We think the people they would have signed with them that
Well,
would have
we didn't-
stayed here.
That's the thing, though. We didn't have the money to pay both of them, and we just fumbled that and just traded both of them. I don't know if Bob wanted to be here. Like,
He was
everyone
out.
loved Bob, but I think Bob wanted to leave. Panarin, I just don't think we had the money that he wanted the contract for.
He wanted to be with Bob.
Yeah, but speaking of Panarin, he could be a Jacket again. They
Yeah.
said the Rangers said they're not gonna entertain that and they're like, hey, like we gotta they have a whole different mess going on in their organization, but they're like, hey, like Panarin, we're not gonna give you another contract here. Like, and his agent's like working on trades, working on free agency stuff. So it'll be interesting to see where he goes. I'd love to see him back in a Blue Jackets uniform, but I know he's got some Chicago ties too as well.
It's
So
also a big thing that's been circulating is if the Hawks are going to try to go after him, if they're going to try to wait for free agency because we have a lot of cap room right now, not having to pay Bedard a lot yet, and we have a lot of young guys that we would be able to pay him. Probably not what he was worth, like when he was really in his prime, but it would be a good guy to a veteran guy now to come back and play when, I mean, he was great. Kane to him was awesome. Kane for a little bit there was just spitting out guys of Chicago, like Panarin, DeBrincat, Teravainen. Teravainen ended up coming back to Chicago. Is now a big part of our success this season. I mean, the Hawks are back to 5 points out of the wild card in the West. Now
holy shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean the West. So what's crazy is the bottom wild card spot is the same amount of points as the Jackets in the West, so 55. The Jackets are where are you guys? 8th. Yeah, you guys are
got a lot of work cut out.
A lot of work.
But...
I mean, the bottom wild card is 63 points in the East. In the West, it's 55. But still, I mean, play in your conference. I think the longer, and I was going to say it about Werenski, the longer the Jackets stay around the playoffs, the better his Norris chances get. Something to play for, and then the voters like it. Same thing with the like any kind of awards or anything that could come Chicago's way or any other players. The longer they hang around that playoff spot, the longer the more they're people that they're gonna be able to attract trades and off season. I know we got the Olympic break coming up and no Bedard heading out. Like as much as that sucks and is stupid by Team Canada, it's kind of nice for us that we just know he gets to rest and recover and come back, and him and Frankie Nazar can light the lead.
Bidsy.
Old Bidsy and Frankie Nazar can light up the scoreboard.
They just coming to Columbus?
The puck just dropped with Minnesota. Huh?
You know who's coming to Columbus soon?
Bidsy. That's next week.
Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. It's happening.
It's not AI.
Okay. It's not AI at all, I promise. It's real. He was doing a fitting in Columbus, and he just happened to put on a uniform and go for a morning skate.
Yeah. I do get to go see Bidsy play Columbus next week. I'm going to that game.
That'd be sick. It'll be fun. I know my dad's pretty stoked about that one. So.
Yeah, I'm interested to see because that's a kind of like two teams in similar spots, like both rising right now because everybody's healthy and defense getting healthy, and for the Jackets, while the offense is getting healthy, for the Hawks, they'll have some fun. I'll wear my Blue Jackets quarters up in a Blackhawks hat and be a real jag off at that game.
Fan of the Shield for that game.
Yeah.
Mostly rooting for the Hawks, but a fan of the Shield.
Yeah, this is the one of the 2 games a year I don't root for the Jackets. So
yeah,
I'm excited for it though.
Me too. Oh. Well, I know Chris has to go here in about 15 minutes, so
we can jump into buy or sell.
A little buy sell action. Yeah. So Chris or Ty, I know both of you guys had something to say about it. Ty, I know you mentioned it earlier, so if you want to kick us off, feel free.
I am selling the fact that the city of Columbus cannot handle the snow. I know it's hard. I know it's a lot of snow. But you have people who choose to live down here. I know I chose to live down here. And that we pay yearly fees for street parking. And they don't come out and clear out the parking spots. Like I know the plows go by and they plow you in. We're now a couple days removed from the snow. Send some people out, shovel those parking spots. I was almost late because I was revving my car to try to get into a spot someone had left after the snowfall. So there was a spot I could see, like a good spot on the street, trying to get in. And I ended up having to pay to park in the parking garage because I just can't get. I have a Subaru Forester can handle the snow. I just can't. It's too packed in with. It's like 30 inches tall, so it's just selling that. And then I'm gonna buy sports radio. This was gonna be my buy last week, but my computer exploded.
I think I know what clip you're gonna refer to. But go ahead.
Oh no, I might have missed it. But Kevin Harlan was calling the Pittsburgh game when I drove home from your house, Logan. I turned on the radio to try to hear the pressers after the game to see who was leaving and if anybody called a retirement that night. But Kevin Harlan's been calling playoff games on those on 97.1 The Fan here is what the radio is, but ESPN Radio has been killing it, especially in Columbus. We're kind of blessed. We have a good, like, common man has always been around. But, yeah, sports radio, that's my buy for the week.
Nice.
Chris, what do you got?
Keto?
My sell is the Brewers trade this week, trading Freddie Peralta, one of their dealing aces. I think that was a horrific trade.
Who is
like
it?
that. Freddie Peralta, he's one of their best pitchers for the Brewers. They traded him away for prospects, and it's a terrible trade. I think that'll help the Reds because now they have less competition there. But I saw that because there's not a ton of baseball stuff going on, so that was a big move.
Yeah. No, that
I
was
don't
a
know if
big
we've
move.
talked baseball yet, really.
Nah, I have a couple people that I want to bring on for baseball. I have some heavy people that I want Jack to debate and talk ball knowledge with because Jack is our resident baseball expert. In case I didn't mention that already, Jack is a big Yankees fan.
Would you agree that was a bad trade, Jack?
I mean the Brewers just can't re-sign anyone. They just don't have the market to re-sign anyone. So he's gonna go to a spot like that and where the Brewers can actually get something for him before his deal runs out. I think the Brewers got Acuna's younger brother. So it's actually, I don't think it's a bad deal for them. I just, I don't know. Freddie Peralta is just, he is a good pitcher and he's pitched in some big games. So he'll be decent for the front end of the Mets rotation, along with Senga. Their back end of the rotation needs to prove it with the McLean kid. He's good. He can throw hard, and he was good, but he only had 8 starts last year. So it'll be interesting to see what they do at the back end of their rotation.
Yep.
Okay.
You got a buy for us, Chris?
Yeah. Oh yeah, my buy. I think I'm gonna go with the Culver's new rewards app. The Culver's new rewards app, you get 25% off your first purchase, and I believe it's unlimited the amount of money. So when I went, we made sure to take my whole family, so we got 25% off. So
Oh my, bro!
What was the number?
I think
Just the number off. We don't need the total order number. Do you remember?
the number. I think we saved like $7 or $8. So it was pretty good.
That can be. It's a bigger order then.
Yeah,
it's more better than I was expecting. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, we saved like $15 off or something crazy. Your
We
crazy
weren't spending that
Culver's
much
order.
money at Culver.
Yeah,
That'd be hard
and you
to do,
can
but
you can load it up at Culver's a little bit, but it's
no,
worth
it's
it.
it's it's really good. Started in
Wisconsin. Right.
Wisconsin and perfected there.
Yeah.
I think that's what their wall says.
As someone who is engaged to someone from Wisconsin, that is the main fast food they talk about there. There is no other there's no other fast food there that they talk about more than Culver's. So,
No, it's very good. It's the best fast food burger.
bro, you sounded like an ad, like right when you were starting to talk
Sponsored
about
by
the ad.
Culver's.
Yeah, dude. Hey, we're looking for sponsors.
Mhm, yeah, we are.
Absolutely.
We gotta love Culver's on this.
Jack, I'll take us home, but if you want to kick off your buy and sell.
Yeah, I'm buying this week. I'm gonna buy Kava. Actually, I had it for dinner. They don't have many up by us, but they had it down here. The pita crisps on the bowl. It's a new texture. It just adds something different to the bowl, along with the tzatziki sauce. They kind of soften up a little bit on my 20-minute ride home, and it was a great texture, great combination. Kind of the same price as a Chipotle bowl, but it's good to throw a curveball.
Is it a Chipotle place? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, it's like it's more, I'd say, Mediterranean. Let's see, I got my bag here. I went chicken bowl, extra chicken, white rice, tzatziki, pita crisps, cucumbers. It's very solid. And the portion's healthy too.
Yeah, that does.
Though they did forget my side pita, which is okay, but
Tough.
Scumbags.
yeah, unfortunate.
Got any more or just that one?
Any positive, or you got to sell for us?
I'm not gonna sell anything this week. It's
Wow.
kind of been a good
big.
week. Been
Yeah,
on
I bet
vacation.
it has
So,
been.
yeah, nothing to be mad about. Nothing grinding my gears this week.
See what Jack
Yeah.
Adamski. See where he's playing. See where
Yeah.
Jack Adamski's playing. See how he short.
Jack Adamski just chipped in for Bird. Oh my God.
Yeah, my sell will be that I'm not playing tomorrow. Unfortunately, I got to drive home. So,
Ah, no.
Drive's nice though. Be careful through the mountains.
yeah,
Yeah,
That'd be fun.
that's true.
long journey.
I'm only gonna buy one thing this week. I don't really have anything negative. I'm gonna buy MLB The Show coming out soon. Very excited. They just announced the cover athlete, Jack's very own Aaron Judge. Actually, I do have another buy. But I'm just excited to grind another game again because I'm kind of gotten bored of college football. I've played my Madden franchises way too long, so I just need something else to grind. Outside of my second buy, 2K, I'm actually having fun with it again.
Yeah.
I haven't had fun with it in a while. We actually all play together, so it is very fun. We play rec, we play theater. We've recently started diving into park with all the main sweats, so it has been super fun. So I'm gonna buy 2K. I've started to kind of learn how to shoot again, which is cool. I have been terrible at it outside of that, but no, it's been super fun. So
Chicken.
yeah, no, that Chris is chicken green bean.
Yeah.
That is chicken green bean. Jack every time he makes it, he goes skibbity bop bop.
Jack made a LA Fitness build. Just random guy at LA Fitness can do everything.
Yeah,
So funny.
pretty much.
Big on-
The jumper looks hilarious because you don't move. just get an inch off the ground. It's like, what the hell? How's that green? But old Keto
Chris,
looks up all
look.
the.
It's Mr. Kitty. Say something, Troopa. Nope. The one time he doesn't want to talk. Okay. Bye, Mr. Kitty. He almost unplugged. He jumped on my desk and almost unplugged my mic. It was like just destroys the recording.
Yeah, can you imagine? He just stops the recording. Your computer explodes again.
Yeah, I know. It just faults it somehow. All right. A good sell, good buys, good sells. Let's get into our picks. Do we want to do? I have a good Super Bowl parlay. Do we want to just do some props for the Super Bowl? Do we want to just do straight up Super Bowl picks? How do we want to do this?
I'm cool because the Super Bowl is not for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we can,
I'm-
yeah, I guess we are gonna have another episode before the Super Bowl.
We see
Yeah.
Super Bowl next time.
I think
fine.
we should dive into NHL.
We should
Dive into NHL this
Let's
weekend.
do weekend picks.
Yep.
Let's see.
So if anyone's got,
yeah,
I mean,
mine.
I have it pulled up, but if anyone is looking at games and has them ready, by all means, fire away.
I got
Oh,
two
kick
picks.
us off, Mr. Ice. Come on.
100% over Sharks Canucks. Both teams don't know how to play defense, and the goalies aren't good.
I love it.
What
I
day
love
is
it.
that?
Over it,
Oh, that's
over
tonight.
that. Yeah, that's
Chris-
tonight at 10 p.m.
Chris, my little brother can't get these out until the weekend. You can't be.
We
putting
can't.
that
We can't.
out.
To be fair,
You have
we
to-
can't
you have to
bet the
figure-
weekend on the NHL. I'll tell you
Yeah.
my pick: Shadur Sanders, Pro Bowl MVP. That's my bet of the day of the week.
Pro Bowl games.
Also, a
and-
sell the fact that he's there.
Don't get me started about that. Kevin Stefanski couldn't win with a Pro Bowl QB and Defensive Player of the Year. Huh? Just kidding. Anyway, Chris, pick some games this weekend,
Okay,
please.
I have games this weekend, but I do like the over tonight.
Sure,
Okay,
we can put that out on
sure,
Twitter.
sure.
Okay, so the two I like, I'm gonna pick because Saturday has a really big slate.
Yes, it does.
There's like how many games?
There's games starting at 12:30 that day.
Yeah.
Till 10 p.m. I'm gonna say Wild Oilers. I'm gonna pick Wild -1.5. I don't know what the line is, but I like Wild -1.5 at the Oilers. And then
Oh my.
I'm gonna pick Capitals money line against the Hurricanes. I like that.
That one, the Capitals always screw me, man. Every time I bet on them, it's like they just literally they lose like horribly.
I don't think the Hurricanes are that good, but they're rated very well.
They're hanging around, man. I like the Hurricanes, but I do think the Caps win that game at home. Absolutely.
It's a good value pick. They'll be like +150.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you say Sharks at Canucks? You take the over 6.5.
I don't know what the over is, but whatever it is, the
Six
over.
and a
I
half
think
is the over.
yeah,
It's a high
yeah.
line. I guess it's not that
I
high.
I think it could be 5-4.
That over is
There's
probably favored if I had to guess.
there's no defense. Both of those
The
teams
under
are
is
a
also
disaster.
a negative number, so we'll see.
All right, I got 3 for Saturday. I'm taking Buffalo against Montreal. Buffalo's at home. They should have a good effort in that game. Sharks on the road at the Flames. Sharks have been a great team this year, clinging on to a playoff spot. And then BGK late night against the Kraken -1.5 should be maybe a little bit of plus money there. I'd say like +110, +120 if I had to guess. So I think there'll be some value there. BGK usually gets it done at home. Probably parlay those, pay like +500, and it'll be a lock.
There we go.
I like it. Ty?
I'm gonna look into the future next week. We'll both be at it. I'm taking the Hawks on the road, probably to cover. I think the line's probably going to be set at 1.5, and I'll take that just with the empty netters are at a higher rate and scoring's up across the league. I just think, especially if depends on the goalie. I mean, Jet or Elvis. I think just the firepower of the Hawks, if everyone's clicking, will take over, and they've been good on the road lately. So I'm going to take Hawks. Probably minus +1.5. What'd you say?
Bedsy.
Old Bedsy. He's gonna have a hattie, and I'm gonna throw my only Hawks hat on the ice.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't give it to Bedsy. He already makes enough money.
Yeah, no. I don't think he's gonna resell my $10 Blackhawks hat, but I don't
Put
think
on
they get
sideline swap. He could be
Yeah.
like a big seller on sideline swap.
it.
You
You
don't
never
know.
know the hustle.
In case you haven't picked up on it, Chris absolutely hates athletes that make bajillions of dollars, no matter how good they are.
Yeah. Should give the hat to Drake May since he's going to be selling insurance soon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's,
according to
you.
Chris.
he's already made like 15 million or something. He's good.
Chris is
Bro,
gonna
I
sign
think he's
his
still on his rookie
Diet Coke from
contract.
McDonald's and hand it back to Drake May and said, "Here's my signature, bitch," in the drive-through next year. All right, we gotta let Chris get out of here for hockey. So Logan, take us home.
Okay, cool. I didn't ride with them this weekend, and they won. I'm riding them with it this weekend.
Pause.
Blue Jackets versus the Blues. Blue Jackets versus the Blues.
Yeah,
I
that's
said
a
what
good
I
take.
said.
The Blues are horrible.
I'm gonna take the Flyers at home versus the Kings as well. I don't think the Kings are a great team. Sorry, Chris. This year, I don't think the Kings are a great team, so I think they're gonna capitalize, or the Flyers are gonna capitalize. The Flyers' offense has just been buzzing
They
too.
are tied in points
Um,
with the Blue Jackets right now.
Yeah, but that doesn't really say too much considering how like top heavy the Kings or the West is. And then Jack and Chris know my personal hate with them. I'm gonna go Dallas Stars against the Utah Mammoth. Utah Mammoth have screwed me out of so much coin, no matter what fucking day it is. If I bet on the Mammoth, they're gonna lose. I love the Mammoth logo. That's why I keep betting them. I love the Mammoth logo. I think they are a great team, but Dallas Stars, they're due for a big bounce back this week after losing to the Jackets 1-0 against the Jet shutout. So
I'll go ahead and add on to mine. I was and Blackhawks are going to beat the Sharks at home right before they head over here to Columbus. Sharks are terrible. They're not actually terrible. They're a pretty good team this year.
they're terrible.
They're a pretty good.
They're
team,
awful.
But I think Bedard gets the best of Calabrini, or however you say his name. So
Celebrini.
nah, he's not better than Bitchy. Yeah, great episode, I think, fellas.
Yeah, absolutely. We gotta let Keto get on out of here. It's 8:30.
Keto, what are you? What's the over under for your game tonight?
Points for you.
Point. I'm hoping to get over 0.5. We're playing a good team, and it's going to be tough. I don't know how many NCAA players we're playing against, so that really depends how many sub. Because if we play against like 3, it's going to be a tough game.
Where are they got you running now? You on defense, offense?
I play defense, but I sub on forward sometimes if we need. But
Nice.
it's there's a lot of guys that played ACHA.
Sounds like a glue move to me.
They played ACHA
Glue.
D1, which was higher than the Xavier Club, like the very top,
Mhm.
which is really D3 NCAA, and guys that played NCAA D1 at Miami, Ohio. They
Ooh.
got some wheels.
It's bad.
Well, you have fun. We had fun filming.
Our beer league all-star.
Yeah, our goat, the LeBron of Cincinnati Beer League.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe so we can keep doing this. We're going to keep doing it whether you say it or not, but give us suggestions. We love to talk about what you guys want to hear. So, thank you guys. Love you.
Shout out that one
Later.
guy. I hope my mic sounds better this week.